Oh, I'm glad you came by. I need these 75 things in the morning. Guess how he spent the night. So don't be exposed. Or run away. Example of that would be, if you know that a horrible proposal is coming next week, have a root canal. Schedule a root canal. You don't actually have to have it. Now, ethics is a different topic. Or distract the elephant. Perfect example of that. It was the salt breaker proposal in 1982. That was a missile that blew up tanks, but that's not important. And the proposal manager was Ross Dunn. He was 5'4", 250, and he was the toughest old school manager in the history of the world. He had 2 nails. And he was coming to review the cost file, which I was the editor for the cost file. And the volume lead, the finance guy that was leading that, he turned literally white and says, oh my God, we've got a $60,000 error in Appendix J on spares. Ross will go nuts. Ross will go nuts. What are you going to do? Got it. So I call my counterpart down in the other area of the building that was working on the tech volume, which Ross had just reviewed. I said, now you got to give me something. Give me something. Give me something that drove Ross completely nuts. He said, oh, I got it. He didn't like the way we arranged the data on the title page. Good! Perfectly. So then, this had to happen in a couple of minutes. So I went to the layout person on the cost file and he said, quick, change this to the wrong way. So Ross hadn't slept in 3 days. You can hear him coming up the stairs. You know, so, oh my God, he's here. And he takes the cost file and he goes, oh my God! That's not what he said, but it's a family meeting. And he spent 40 minutes beating the living hell out of me. I took it to the team. You know, about the title page. I always still had the good version. You know, I just put the bad one in. It's a red herring, basically. And so he got behind schedule in his review, and he was on Appendix H or I at 4 a.m., which was absolutely the latest possible time we could put this thing in print and be on the airplane at 9 a.m. It's an absolute true story. And so he said, where's Appendix J? Probably the biggest risk of my career. I said, sir, if we don't put it to print, we're not going to make the submittal deadline. That he understood. But he let us put it to print and he never saw the mistake. And the finance guy owed me some big time on that. You know, he said, I can correct that $60,000 error in negotiation. It's a $100 million contract, isn't it? But it wouldn't have been in it to Ross. He'd have killed the guy. 4, you can offer the elephant a peanut. By that I mean executives like perks, like paintings for their walls and their fancy office and stuff like that. And if you're in the communication department, it's likely you have the graphic support that you can produce things like that to basically kiss up to them. The danger to that, the corollary, is that they get addicted to whatever it is you're ingratiating yourself to them with. Rule 5 for a mouse is don't ever try to shoot an elephant. I think it's kind of obvious why not. You can only wound them with the caliber weapon that a mouse can carry. 6, this is my favorite. Get the elephant to stomp on another mouse instead of you. Now, those of you who have been in the corporate world a while will know exactly what I'm talking about with that, okay? But there's 2 corollaries to this one. One is you have to make sure the mouse you're going to have the elephant stomp instead of you is of equal or lower rank than you on the org chart. You don't want to throw your boss under the bus, is what I'm saying. If your boss is the only possible target available, then make sure it's dead. Maybe you had to be there. I don't know. This is so true. And the final rule is to get a bigger elephant to stomp the elephant that's about to stomp you. You know, he's got the director, will you bring in the vice president? Stomp the other elephant. But if you do that, never get between the 2 elephants. One of the proposal managers actually said, you don't want to be a participant in a urinary Olympics between 2 elephants, because guess where it's going to run? Okay, some golden rules of what you want to do, put in the proposal. You can't just, well, you can, but you should not just list your features of your product. Our car is purple. Well, for the most part, the answer to that is, so what? What's in it for me? Remember that. What's in it for me? The customer has to benefit from the feature you offer. Otherwise, the feature is meaningless. Substantiate every claim, even if they're obvious. And this is taken to the extreme degree in aerospace. I mean, you literally have to state something that in the proposal, the words have to appear in the proposal that we have tested this product for heat resistance. The product is an asbestos shield. Well, for God's sake, of course. You know, it's obvious we did. No, you have to say you did. In this case, actually give the results of the test. But if something like, you know, that's just totally obvious, you still have to say it. Consistent in your claims. If on page 22 you say that your car will go 80 miles an hour, and on page 75 you say go 85, you have lost credibility on every other claim you make, even if that's the only inconsistency you have. So one of the final cross-checks we do is a rigorous check of every factoid in the proposal, like everything, you know, it doesn't matter what. You double check everything that's referenced multiple times to make sure they're consistent. Back to ghosting, my favorite thing, but you use a stiletto. You don't come at them with a baseball bat or a meat axe and hit them over the head, that being your competition. You neatly slide a stiletto between the fourth and fifth vertebrae. That's how you ghost. This is a major weakness in proposals, especially when the executives get in to start rewriting the proposal, because they want to brag about how good they are. We had a proposal that was actually for an award, the nation's highest quality award, the Malcolm Barton Award, which had it was just like the CIA. I mean, it had like, you know, 55 things that your company had to prove you did that were really hard. One of them was to have visionary leadership. Well, our company president actually participated in that and said, I'll leave out his name, is a visionary leader. That was his proof. And I get a hold of that as an editor and, oh my God. For one thing, he wasn't a visionary leader, but the other problem is you have to do things to prove that what he wasn't, he was. So you had to give examples of, you know, well, there were things you could come up with, but you can't just, and, oh, back to the point, adjectives, brilliant product, guarantee, don't never use guaranteed.